Seven fam, L.A.R movement is still moving. Um, Leader or dictator? I was watching something and I had some conversations, about this kind of subject. Sometimes women feel like men need to be men and men need to lead. And then the men that they're talking about, they're not really leaders, they're dictators. A dictator can be a leader, but the drive is different. What I mean by that is this. You can have the same end game and be a leader, but be separate in how things happen, and people may want it differently. That's the difference between Che and Castro, um, Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. Um, I can't think of the other guy's name that Saddam Hussein took over for, but them two. Heck, Hannibal and his brother. Anyway, I'm an ABC for somebody else. It's kind of like The Lion King. People want Mufasa to be the leader, and that makes sense. That's a leader. He cared about everybody in his presence, whether they were, you know, friends, foes, or food. But as a leader, he knew that he had a responsibility to everybody. Then there's Scar, which would be a dictator. Um, Same family, same want of having a kingdom. They both got it. Scar was a dictator. You didn't like him, he had to get rid of you. Same kingdom. Went from great to terrible. Because why? Didn't have a responsibility to the kingdom, had a responsibility to self. Everybody else could starve. As long as he got everything he wanted. I'm ABCing it and making a Lion King analogy to people to understand. Um, Sometimes people say, we want leaders in the community. And the leaders that you're looking for are Scar. They're not Mufasa. Like, you think that Mufasa got killed off saving the son, but it was some sneak, punk, sucker type, ambush. And just because got a person killed in an ambush, don't make them the man. It just makes them somebody who is an opportunist, who's a snake, who couldn't just mano y mano handle it. So when you with a dictator, realize they dictate everything. They want it their way. There is no working with. A leader works with, because a leader can understand that it's going to be a leader's responsibility to take the fall for everybody. A dictator is insecure. A leader is secure because a leader has to have interest in everybody. A dictator is insecure because they only have interest in self. See, they're holding on to everything that they've taken from everybody, and guns are pointed, or aggression is pointed. A leader is letting everybody in because everybody is needed and appreciated, because you can't lead a mutiny. You can lead a mutiny, but you don't want to be the person at the mutiny zone. You know what I'm saying? So when you dictate, when you're looking for somebody and you want them to be a leader, first look into what are they willing to do for you. You see, people look at Jesus as a leader. People look at Gandhi as a leader. People look at Malcolm X and Martin Luther King as leaders. Marcus Garvey, heck, Bob Marley, um, certain generals and soldiers in war. The reason they look to them and portray them as leaders is because they were willing to give their all for somebody. See, dictators don't give nothing. Dictators send out orders to get somebody. They're not willing to give up everything that they're not willing to shed blood for the cause of everybody else. They're willing for you to shed your blood for their cause. And they can be considered leaders too, but it's not the same kind of thing. It's kind of like the golden rule. There are two golden rules. One is the golden rule that's called do unto others as you would like people to do unto you. The other one is he who has the gold makes the rules. Just because somebody says it's the golden rule, you got to figure out which one they're talking about. That's all I got to say about that, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace.